this time.
She was
It's because she accidentally started recording as soon as I logged on by myself. So there's going to be a 2-second clip that I'm going to have to edit out of me going, because I logged in.
You should keep it.
I logged in and she's like, recording in progress. And I was like, stop. Hi, everyone.
Hey, I'm Lauren.
I'm Bridget.
And this is Gateway Anime, the show where we watch things and make you what? Don't.
Down the whole world.
Don't. And she looks so sad at photographs.
I was gonna say it's getting later and it's only like 7:48.
When she smiles. I used to love that song. I used to listen to that song and go like, this could be my story. I could be the girl. I know, I was very emo.
This is the story of a female titan. She cried a river down the whole world. Actually.
Oh, she did.
Hey, where's my notepad?
We both just kombucha girled so hard right there.
We did.
No.
This is the story of a female titan.
Oh dear Lord. You're like singing it, but you're not.
But it's like slow-mo, like someone's holding the record. I don't know what our last episode's
How many scouts in a year? They woke up with hope, but they only found fear.
Oh!
How many titans would stay? When you're cutting their napes just day after day. Oh my gosh. Look at me. As long as we stand there waiting, wearing the holes at the tops of the trees. Wow, I could keep going until I die.
What's happening?
I don't know.
How are you flowing so well?
I loved Weird Al Yankovic so much when I was a child.
So
Did you hear the
Daniel
best news?
Radcliffe?
I'm going to die.
I saw the photo. Did you see it?
No.
It's great. It's great.
That movie was made for literally just me. And I'm okay with that. But yeah, I love Weird Al Yankovic. So when I was a kid, I used to spoof every song ever. I also have all of the album Bad Hair Day memorized. Still, I can still sing all of Amish Paradise. And it's very impressive and also really sad. So that's my only flex. I can sing Amish Paradise. But that's how I got this uncanny ability to make stupid songs.
It's really impressive how fast you're going.
Thank you. I'm a writer. Sorry.
I just see Gojo in the background. My man, Gojo.
Gojo? I'm going to give this to you. So it's yours.
I love him so much.
Hope you enjoy
There's like 5 Gojo stickers on my computer already.
I knew it. It's okay.
I love him. Beautiful, beautiful man.
I'm a Nanami girl. I like Nanami.
So is Michael.
I liked Gojo, but I think I've simped for too many anime boys like Gojo, and now I'm ready for a Nanami. You know what I mean?
Well, I also simp Sukuna, so that's problematic.
Oh, everyone simps Sukuna. Sukuna is perfect, although he is weirdly obsessed with my homeboy Megumi, and he needs to calm down.
No, I like it.
I mean,
I just bought a Sukuna shirt off of Etsy, and it looks like a 80s metal shirt, and I'm really into it.
Nice. Dana is super into Sukuna.
Tattoos, bad boy, dyed hair,
Venom quality.
Venom, gonna get him, Venom. Love that song, unironically.
I do now, but it took me a really long time.
When my brother and I looked up the actual lyrics, we were like,
I know.
What?
I didn't know. I just thought he just
sound like that
over and over again. And now that I know what he's saying, it's actually really impressive because I'm like, look at you, man.
But he just really emphasizes those M's so hard that I'm like, Venom,
it works.
Gotta get him, Venom, get him.
It's good stuff, man.
Venom had a 17-minute long credits.
Are you serious?
The first one, yeah.
That's disgusting.
So it has the credits and 3 mid-credit scenes, and then it's got an after-credit preview scene for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And I was just sitting here Adrian came in my office back when that movie came out, and he goes, Venom's credits are 17 minutes long. And I go, what? I go, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying that's not right. He was like, what are you talking about? So that's what I kept telling him. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying that's not right. I made him play the credits. And I sat there with the timer going, 17 minutes.
That's insane.
17 minutes from when that credit first starts rolling to when you see the Sony end cap image.
I just want to say that as a projectionist, that is literally my nightmare because I sat through all of the credits to find the correct lighting cues to let people out of the theaters. Especially for Marvel movies because you want to take the lights back down when the preview comes on. And I would literally jump out of the projection booth window and just end it all. That sounds horrible.
That's how they found out was they were trying to get all the lighting cues. So they were like,
how annoying.
What is happening? And Adrian was so mad at me because I was like, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not saying you're wrong. But I'm saying that number cannot be right. And he was like, but I timed it.
See, I'm sitting here thinking you're saying it's not right. Like, how dare they? Like, the audacity of them.
I'm saying, like, something is wrong with the math. He's like, what math? I started a timer. I was like, I'm not saying you're wrong. That's not right. And then it was 17 minutes.
And it was right.
17 minutes. How did we get on Venom? Sukuna. Okay.
Sukuna.
I was like, where did we go here?
We went from Weird Al Yankovic to Sukuna to Venom.
I just bought a hat on Etsy also that says, it's bright blue and it just says, Baka on it. You smell like a baka.
Like a baka.
I saw it on Etsy and I was like, I have to have that.
Oh, speaking of Etsy, everybody go to my Etsy shop. It's called Weeble Point, and you can get something super cute like
but we
this.
Don't fall down.
I make little. Oh god, I'm dropping everything. I make embroideries.
Drop it! It like flew.
I make embroideries of anime panels.
Everyone,
go buy one. I'm poor.
Go to Weeble Point. Etsy.com.
Huzzah! Actually, I don't know if I have anything up right now, but follow my shop.
Last time I checked.
Soon. Thank you.
Last time I checked, that site was empty. But please,
I would never allow you to buy something from me, Bridget.
Please go favorite her shop. I will buy something through a fake account.
I will have new things up there soon. I've been working on a bunch of new stuff. Ooh, let me show you the progress I've made on Inji Todoroki.
There's Lauren talking about Inji Todoroki.
Oh my god, stop ice skating me, you weirdo.
Here we are.
No.
Look at that form. She can't hear me now because she took her headphones off. So I am able to keep up this running gag right now. She has left the building to go get Inji Todoroki. Inji Todoroki, if you don't know, is the father figure of the Todoroki family. He is a very problematic man. He's also known as Endeavor. So Inji Todoroki, Endeavor, now taking the stage.
Right,
Inji Todoroki, Endeavor, taking the stage. Here we go.
So this is the one I'm currently working on. It is Endeavor. The outline is completely done. I'm just working on skin tone, which I've never done before, so it's really exciting.
Really good outline, Lauren, and his hair is done really well.
Thank you. It took me hours.
I was just saying, god, thick. Are your fingers okay?
No, it was very painful. And this one I'm also not done with, but it belongs to Michelle. Okay? And I haven't shown you this yet, Michelle. So Merry Christmas.
Michelle, Michelle, stop.
So this is the other one I'm working on. It's Aizawa. I'll probably make multiple of these because I really like the way this one is looking. But yeah, I make anime embroidery, and everybody should.
I want his face with that scar under his eye.
Send me the one you want, and I'll make it for you.
I think I did already.
No, you sent me Toshi. You never sent me Aizawa.
A lot of Toshi.
But anyway, favorite my shop. I'm gonna have cool stuff on there, and I love you. Okay, let's talk about Attack on Titan.
Weeble Point on Etsy.com. Thank you.
Are you ready for your Netflix summary for episode 17?
What?
Oh, all right. Episode 17, Female Titan, the 57th Exterior Scouting Mission, Part 1.
AKA Onion Boobs. Let's go.
Woo! As the scout regiment begins its push towards Shinganshina, look how well I said that.
Look at that character.
They've only said it about 80 million times at this point. They
Sheena.
encounter an intelligent female titan unlike any they've seen before.
Ain't that the truth?
All
Ain't
right, sister.
that the truth? Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I had 2 cups of sweet tea, so all bets are off.
A sweet tea.
I've had 2 cups.
And I'm drinking
so
a cherry Pepsi.
I feel like I could take on the world.
I was going to get a Coca-Cola Starlight, but Bridget told me that it tastes like Pepto-Bismol, so I did not.
The grossest thing. I was like, "Oh my gosh, HEB has the Coca-Cola Starlight." And I'm still heartbroken about Coke not doing Coke Cinnamon anymore. So I'm like trying to find a new fun flavor. Coca-Cola Starlight. It's Pepto-Bismol mixed with Coke. Like that is the exact flavor. I took 1 sip. It's still sitting in my car, like in the cup holder, because I did not touch it again. I was like,
"What is the flavor added supposed to be? Is it like mint? Like what is
Starlight? It's out of this world flavors. They don't say anything. It's just Starlight. There's another one. I haven't gone back to HEB, but I don't know if I'll get it after. I like literally almost threw it. So Pepto already like. Whenever I take Pepto, it's not like to soothe the upset stomach. It is to trigger me to throw up because it's so chalky and I can't stand that flavor. So when I took that little sip of the Coke in my car while in traffic driving home from HEB, I was like, don't throw up, don't throw up, don't throw up. Oh my gosh, it's so gross. Does it say what it's supposed to be?
I'm looking it up right now.
Coca-Cola Starlight. I was hoping it was gonna be like glittery or something. I was really into it.
The flavor. Let's see. What flavor is Coca-Cola Starlight? Raspberries.
Oh, it's not. It's not. It was so gross, Lauren.
Huh. Yeah, everyone is saying something different. So I don't know. I don't like it. I'm afraid.
Bad.
Also, I just looked down at my notes and I had a musing that one of the scouts fighting at the beginning of this episode sounds like Izuku Midoriya. So I'm gonna look that up real quick while you get into the summary to see if I was correct, because I did not look
My name's Izuku Midoriya, and this is how I became the #1 hero in the world.
Not Justin. I don't know who he was in English.
Oh, that's right. You're watching it.
Yeah. Very different voice.
Very different voice. Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, here we go. I did that and I was like, 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. 3, wrong with me. 4, something's got to give. Okay, anyway. The support squad is in charge of handling any of the scouts that any of the titans that may appear in the ruins of the city. They'll be in uninterrupted titan territory now. So Odwa bit his tongue again while trying to talk to Aaron while riding his horse. So that's a fun little running joke for like 4 episodes. So now they're split into the long range formation. I really love this animation that they do for all of this horse riding bit, and they show you where everyone is, kind of like when you play like Halo or something, and there's that little map in the corner that shows you where everyone is or where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And they have that little pop-up and it shows where everyone is on the scout formation map that they got, the plans, and what each person's job is, or what rank's job is supposed to do. It's really cool. I like the way they chose to animate this. And the horses in the very beginning where they're like showing where all the different like legions are they look like little pawns in a chess piece, and it's really cool. So Armin is riding and can sense something's off, like the bird to fly. He's just on edge. He's on the signaling squad. Red smoke means a titan has been spotted, and they see. What was that?
Sorry, I was still looking up the voice actor. He doesn't play the guy I thought he did, but he does play someone in Attack on Titan. It's not who I was expecting.
Who did he play?
Anyway, Zeke. Young Zeke.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, what?
No, that'd be
I was like,
crazy.
those voices are very different.
Yes.
So red smoke means a titan has been spotted. It starts a chain of smoke signals. So then when Irvin fires the green smoke signal, they reroute accordingly to where that smoke signal is, and they evade any titans. So when they're on unabridged titan territory in the valleys and stuff, it's a game of evasion, not attack. It's not foolproof, but there's plenty of places for enemies to ambush. And as they're saying that, this abnormal titan that like crawls on all fours really flat,
And it's fast
is
as heck.
crazy
Holy
fast.
butt.
It's absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Like if I saw that coming to me, I'd be like, "Oop, I'm dead. Bye."
Yep. Yep.
Goodbye. Because that dude he like busts through this wall and is like at them, and I was like, "Oh!"
Can you make that noise again, Bridget?
That's how you ran in my head.
Oh,
He did not make that noise in the show, but in my head, I was like, no. As we said in the last episode, we were talking about the ring. I don't like crawly things. That one is one. So Sasha was struggling to ride and shoot the smoke gun, but luckily there are some other scouts with these younger scouts that are helping them out. They're really sweet too. Like I said, scouts are really good people. Just real big fan. And so black smoke means there's a titan ignoring the outliers and is now beelining for the center. So they see the black smoke shoot, and it's another abnormal, and so they're gonna have to engage. Okay, so this is where I get to the sad part. So in my background here, that man is named Ness. The new scouts meet him. What?
I said his name was Ness, and you said no, that's not him.
No, I said this guy is Ness, but we were talking about this twirling thing. You said was not Ness, and I said
no. In the last episode, we literally just recorded it.
No.
I said Ness is the bald guy, and you said no, he's the blonde.
You did not say Ness is the bald guy. You said Dieter is the bald guy. Do you want me to?
Dieter Ness is his name.
No, there is Dieter. His name is Dieter, Dieter, and he is a blonde guy. And then there is
literally Dieter Ness. I don't know how. Like Ness, if I put, I'm gonna go copy paste it.
AOT. Maybe this guy's not Ness then. But Dieter. Okay, so yes, this is Ness. Ness Horseman. Here, look. What? Can I share my screen while?
No.
Share screen. Yeah, I can. Can I? Share. Allows you open system preferences. Let me share this. Let me share this screen.
If they're related, that's even sadder.
Privacy. Unlock this.
Fudge, where is it? Oh, I opened the wrong thing. I'm sorry. My bad.
It won't let me do it because I have to restart my computer.
That's okay. I'm looking at myself.
Ness, Horseman, AOT. Not apartments, AOT. Images. So yes, the guy wearing the bandana on his head.
Yeah.
Is Ness, the horseman. Yeah. The one in my photo.
I'm aware.
Dieter AOT is this lovely blonde man. His name is I hate this back there. That is Dieter.
Literally typed in Dieter Ness and this guy shows up.
Yes, that guy is Dieter Ness, but they only call him Ness, is what this is saying.
Okay, I'm just saying you were fighting me saying his name wasn't Dieter
Well, I didn't
Ness.
know Dieter was Ness's first name because they only call him Ness.
I know, that's why I told you that was his name.
Well, I didn't know him as that, so I wasn't purposefully trying to fight you on...
How dare you hurt me like
Why
this?
are you... You're making me mad. His name
You're
is
making
Dieter.
me mad.
His name is,
His
they
name
only
Dieter
call him
Ness.
Ness. Well, that's because they call another character Dieter the whole time.
Okay, I'm just saying.
We're
I was
both
trying to
not
correct a
wrong, and we're both
mistake.
not right.
Ah,
Okay, so this is Ness, the horseman behind me, and I have to find where I am in my notes. So they meet him in the last few episodes that we were watching last week. And he teaches them how to ride the horse. The horse and him have this love-hate relationship. I don't remember the horse's name. But he's really, really nice and they love him. And so he is here and he's helping all of those youngins. So he in where are my notes? Ness, he starts cutting down the Titan's ankles so someone else can cut the nape. Then in the distance, we can see a Titan sprinting for them, and this one's another abnormal. That's this Titan in my picture. This Titan is at least 14 meters tall and is like incredibly, incredibly fast. Ness is trying to keep it clear of Armin. He's very nice to Armin this whole episode, and they aim for it, and the female Titan just takes him and stomps Sis, another person, into the ground. Like she grabs, she just steps on him into the ground. I don't like a bug, and it's very sad. And then Ness has the little grappling thing with their ODM gear, and she catches it and she twirls him like a toy, and it's one of the most brutal deaths. And then she just lets it go, and he is just like yeeted into the ether, like as a dead body hanging off that grappling hook. So it's an intelligent Titan. Armin realizes, like Aaron, and Aaron starting to ask who and why this is happening. She starts chasing after Armin, and he starts calling it a female Titan for two very clear reasons that look like onions. Um, and it looks like she's about to go stomp on Armin, and then she stops. All the right wing spotters have been wiped out, so that's why they didn't realize this was going to happen, or that the Titan was coming at them. The female Titan basically like brought a horde of other Titans with her, and that's how they've all gotten through because they've been running into so many Titans. Um, and then the female Titan knocks Armin off of his horse, and he's just laying on the ground with his hood on. And then she gently, with her giant Titan fingers, pulls back Armin's hood, looks at his face, and it kind of looks like she smiles at him. And then she just leaves him there and runs off and beelines towards the center of the form. Rhina runs over with the spare horse and gets Armin on it, and then makes this really uncomfortable quote in the dub and says, "It's a nice ass for an abnormal, you gotta admit." And I'm like, we just watched her stomp everyone, and he just the first thought in Rhina's head. And
to be fair, it's pretty cringy in the sub too. He doesn't say it like I want to tap that, but he's like, oh, it's the Titan with the nice butt, and I'm like, okay,
yeah, he's
that's
very
fine.
much like frat boy. I want to tap that kind of like in the dub, and it's gross.
But I can't make that comment. Okay, it's
So Armin tells Rhina it's a person controlling a Titan body, and Rhina just looks like absolutely shocked that Armin's making this claim. Jean now rides up with them and launches the smoke gun, and saying that there's a Titan beelining, and they all discuss the right wing being wiped out and how the female Titan has led them all these Titans here. So Armin explains that when the scouts went for her nape, she struck them down like flies and killed them, not eating them, which is what made him believe this is an abnormal, but like a human abnormal, like Aaron, because Titans kill to eat the humans, not just to murder, and she wasn't eating them. So Armin thinks maybe she's after someone in particular. they all realize that all of their copies of their plans for the scout formation have the Levi squad with Aaron in different spots. Like everywhere was in a different location so that nobody actually knew what location Aaron was in. So there was safety in case there's like a traitor in the group. And Armin says everyone needs to cover their face with their hood so that she won't kill them if she can't see them because clearly she doesn't want Armin killed. So Jean's Jean makes this weird comment to Armin, which isn't wrong, but he goes, "You really used to creep me out when you were like this security blanket, like attached to Aaron, and now you're pretty okay." But the
Jean
voice
annoys me in this arc because
Yeah.
like he spent the entire last 2 arcs making me like him, and now I'm just annoyed with him. Like he sucks.
I don't hate him that bad, but the voice actors in these next few this next few episodes are really good in the dub. Like they do new things like with their tones and stuff. So like the voice actor for Armin goes, "Okay,
Josh Grell.
Thank you. Not really sure how to take that," and says it just like that, and it's so funny. There's more than one time I've like chuckled out loud at how they delivered a line. I was like, "That's good. That's funny." So Jean, Armin, and Raina are going to try and lure her away from the others, but they want to keep her alive. They want to slice her Achilles tendon. They say Achilles a lot in the next few episodes.
They do.
And it's one of those things like nape and Achilles are words that I can't hear correctly anymore because the show says those words so much.
I just read A Song of Achilles. It's a very, very sad book. So now time anyone says Achilles, I get a little You're kidding.
Oh no. Well, don't worry, this was just blood splurting.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I needed that.
You're welcome. Counterbalance. So they want to slice her Achilles to slow her down, but she's like hyper aware of all her soft spots and will protect them. Armin says when the time comes, maybe Mikasa or Levi can take her down, which like story of this whole show.
Yeah.
Ackerman's got to hold it together, man. They start trying to shoot at her with ODM gear, but she is just like brutal and just swats them or like gets them. Like that was me clapping and like splatting a person. And it's just so sad. And so she's very quick and she's very agile. Like she does these jumping moves and like kicking, like she's really good. She's like an MMA fighter, but a giant. Armin starts yelling, she looks down at Armin again and literally covers her weak spot. Like she's not gonna kill Armin. Armin starts yelling like crazy things when he gets like hit in the head. And John thinks maybe he's like a little loopy. But he starts yelling, "Don't let that suicidal maniac die in vain. He's dead. I watched her kill him." And so Jean's like, "What are you talking about?" And so she freezes and looks at Armin like, "What are you talking about?" And it's because Armin is trying to convince her that Aaron's already dead. So she freezes like mid going to punch and kill a soldier. She hears him yell that and freezes, giving them an opportunity to try and get at her. Because she's listening to what Armin said and trying to figure out if she needs to like redirect her plans. So then Raina takes off his hood and goes for the nape, but she grabs Raina and it looks like she crushes him and they all freak out. But then all of a sudden Raina cuts off her fingers and busts out of her hand. And he jumps down, grabs Armin and runs. So now the female Titan is like, whatever, screw y'all, and starts running towards the center rank. And Armin starts realizing Aaron's her target. She's going for Aaron. And that's how that episode ends. And then after the credits, we see just the female Titan just wrecking the team in a forest of giant trees. And we see her catch up to Levi's squad with Aaron. And that is that episode.
I only have one voice actor. It's for Luke Sis, R.I.P. His English voice is Eric Vale, and if that sounds familiar, it's because it is familiar. He plays Tomura Shigaraki in My Hero Academia, Takedo Dekinda in Life Lessons with Arumichi Onisa. I haven't watched it yet, but it's apparently hilarious. He also plays Vismoke Sanji in One Piece, Phoenix Wright in Ace Attorney, and Future Trunks in Dragon Ball Z. Lots of big things. Eric Vale is huge. And then the Japanese voice actor is Masamichi Kitara, and he plays 3 characters, all from My Hero Academia. He plays Kamui Woods, Tensei Ida's older brother, and young Gran Torino. And then our mid-episode screens are about the long-distance scouting formation. So it's a theory devised by Scout Regiment Commander Erwin Smith. Since implementing this formation, the Scout Regiment's survival rate outside of the walls has drastically increased. To describe it in simple terms, the formation is like a human power radar.
What is a power radar?
Or powered radar.
Like, what is that?
I had a lot of spit in my mouth, and I had a really hard time getting the D, you know?
Oh.
Right, well, by allowing Irvin, who sits in the center of the formation, to quickly know about Titan sightings, it's possible for the group to change direction before encountering the Titan at all. So it has worked really well for them in the past. No fun facts, because it's not fun.
It's not fun.
Episode 18, Forest of Giant Trees, the 57th Interior Scouting Mission, Part 2. Here's your Netflix summary.
Neat.
The female Titan keeps tearing its way through the scout regiment. Levi splits the ranks and sends Aaron and the supply wagon through a huge forest.
That's wrong. Okay.
That's it.
Not wrong.
Nope.
So, we open up on this episode with Jean just whistling for his horse and like drooling while whistling. It's kind of gross. Men. So the horse got spooked and ran away, and Rhina's just came right back to him, which I thought was kind of funny. Rhina is bandaging Armin and helping him gather up his ODM gear that flew off of him when he took a tumble. With being down a horse, they're probably going to have to leave one person here alone, and they're trying to get through the logistics of it. They're like, we can't leave Armin.
I like that Armin's there's hurt. Just like so many things that can kill you if something goes wrong.
Like one little hitch in the plan, and they're like, well, we're dead. So they launch an emergency signal, and this is another really fun voice actor moment for the dub. He goes, that's the emergency signal. I doubt anybody's going to see it and go, hey, someone over there might need an extra horse. Where's Sean? And he's like, why am I launching this? And then guess what? Someone over there rides up with 2 extra horses.
I was so annoyed. Can I tell you just how annoyed I was to see
Krista was already Krista. Like, that was her job. She was supposed to come in if she sees the emergency signal, and she just so happened to have spotted Sean's horse and grabbed it.
I hate Krista.
She's so sweet. She has like 3 lines so far, Lauren.
And it's annoying. She's like so... What did they call her? What did they call her? It made me mad.
They called her an angel, and Reiner's like, she's going to be my wife.
Ugh.
They called her Angel and something else.
What? I wrote it down and then I can't find it. Oh, they called her Virtuous Maiden. And that annoyed me. That's what they call her. And
that's so worse.
It is though, right? It's really stupid.
It might as well just called her a virgin girl ready to be impregnated, by saying virtuous maiden. Ugh.
I hated it.
I'm glad they said angel in mine. Normally I get the worst version, but
I got the worst one.
You got it this time.
I hated
one
it.
out of like 50 translation
That's true.
things.
I guess I'll take it. But I still hate
Still, that's a really disturbing one. Virtuous.
It's bad. Maiden. It's really bad.
Anyway, Krista the virtuous maiden. So they're like, yeah, the female Titan, she's over there. And Chris is like, she? Female? What the heck? Because, Titans really don't have genders. They're all built like male bodies, except for onion boobs here.
You mean women can be bad? What?
The way we, harmonized on that, what? It's disgustingly sarcastic, and I loved it.
I hated it.
So the whole right wing is wiped out. They just keep repeating this fact.
Mhm.
So Irvin refuses to turn back, and they're just changing courses. So they see the green smoke go up, and they're like, "Well, that's not great." And so because the right wing's wiped out, Levi's like, "Petra, you need to go physically ride and tell everyone the news that there is no right wing anymore." So she goes off to do that. They're in an old village, but the female Titan has made it over to him. They go for all three of her weak spots at once, but she like leaps off the ground, avoiding an attack, and lands on one scout, kicks another into a wall, and then grabs the other one's grappling gear and just starts swinging him again like a toy.
Like a
And
yo-yo.
he's just a dead body on a string and just flinging blood everywhere, and then just yeet.
Cute.
Boop, like a balloon lost to the sky. Just gone. It's almost like Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Except not fun.
Yeah, except for not cute.
And they die.
Yeah, it's really more bloody. It's like the adult version of Pokemon.
Oh
So
God, this is not adult Pokemon. Please never say that again. They do evolve?
No. Okay.
No.
So here we go. So the other scout tries to ride off to tell the others and warn them, but she legit just kicks him and his horse like a soccer ball into the abyss. Like I was like, what a horse do, man?
Everything.
She just like was like, oh, you're ready, boom, and he just like rolls into the oblivion. She looks at the other scouts riding to her, and she just kind of smiles, and I'm like, this chick's brutal. And Irvin sees the forest and says Titans have used this pass. I wrote sued because I've got the U and the S backwards. So Titans have sued this path before. They have a great lawyer. They've used this pass, and the lack of vegetation is a great giveaway, but the carts can make it through because of that. So, Sasha and her commander are going around the trees while the center rank's going to go straight through them. So they're entering the trees, they're doing interception, they're tying their horses up, and they're told to kill any Titans that might try and come into the forest. Basically, they're like bait at the top of the trees so that the Titans stay there, and Cinerate can deal with this crazy female Titan. So Armin can't figure out why the commander brought them into the forest, and then Armin realizes Irvin might know that the female Titan might be pursuing Eren, and that's why they're in the forest. So Eren's trying to figure out what's happening, and Levi tells him, you need to calm down and use your head. I mean, story of the show. Eren, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. So the best survival tool is to use your brain. The tall trees are great for ODM gear. The freaking Eren. If you're in a valley, what are you going to swing around on? You're on the ground to get stomped on.
You big dumb dummy.
Yeah, big dummy. So the ODM gear, it's given them more of an advantage. Eren then realizes that the rest of the Levi squad also doesn't really know why they're there, but he thinks that maybe Levi is also in the dark too. Levi tells them to have blades drawn and that it'll happen in the blink of an eye and to be ready. And sure enough, as soon as he says that, female Titan appears out of nowhere, sprinting hardcore at them. She's running and she is like grabbing for Eren. Female that's me grabbing for Eren. That's the noise they heard too, but just imagine that like deafening blows like.
You know what would be a really fun party? You do like an Attack on Titan party, and instead of bobbing for apples, you bob for people.
Well, that's what we're doing for the season finale. Or show finale, I should say.
Well, I won't be able to watch it with you because I'm not caught up. I'm so sorry.
Lauren.
Enjoy bobbing for people.
And then we'll just like see who can launch a scout the furthest. Yeah,
that's a really good one too. Ooh, this is fun. What other games can we do?
We'll drink that's a spoiler, never mind. So the female Titan's just destroying all the reinforcements that are coming up on ODM. No, on ODM.
Drink a Bloody Mary, but instead called a Bloody Carla for Eren's mom.
That is atrocious.
Messed up. It's good though.
That's
I'm sorry. I'm done. Please continue.
And Aaron's way too cocky and dumb. That's a whole bullet point for me. Aaron's way too cocky and dumb.
I think.
Granted,
Okay.
I'm with Dub Aaron.
Yeah. Sub Aaron just seems really scared.
Dub Aaron's like, this is so stupid. I can stop this all right now. And I need to do this right now. I'm like, you need to calm down.
Yeah, Sub Aaron is like, I could save everyone, maybe, but also I might die. Oh no.
No,
so yeah, he's a little scared.
Dub Aaron's like, I got this. And they're
Dub
like,
Aaron.
you need to stop.
Dub Aaron is a lot.
Dub Aaron is a lot. That is a great way. So Levi is not giving the order to engage on ODM gear yet. And Levi says for everyone to cover their ears now. And he cocks the gun, a smoke gun, and launches it, but we don't see the color because the episode ends. We're like, oh. So after the credits, we see that Aaron is still running from the female Titan and she's killing everyone. And
shocker.
Shocker. And the ominous quote Armin says is, the chaos forces a decision.
There is one part of this episode that I forgot to speak up in, but like whenever they're in the trees and Armin and John are like having their conversation, John's just like, am I in the right? Yeah, I'm in the right episode. He's like talking about how he could like just go kill the commander and they could all just leave. Like, he's like, this is stupid. They're like coming to get us. We could just go kill this guy and no one even be mad. They just be like, oh no, they had to do it. And Armin's like, Jean, what the heck is wrong with you? And he's just like,
that's called murder.
Like, he's just like, nah, I'm just kidding, obviously. But he did not sound like he was kidding. And he's like acting like, oh man, I'm just joking around, Armin.
He's saying meddling Armin.
And I'm just like, that's why I'm not sure I like Jean anymore. Because that was weird. It was weird. He's also acting like having a plan makes you a nerd.
You read really books, annoying. Nerd. That's exactly the vibe.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You get good grades, nerd.
Nerd. Yeah, I can't with John in this arc. Anyway, I don't have any voice actors. Turns out we know everybody, so that's really cool. The mid-screen is about the forest of giant trees. It's an isolated forest of giant trees that can be found within the walls. They occur naturally in certain areas. The tree heights can exceed 80 meters. Before Walmaria's fall, this particular forest was a tourist area. Now it's a strategically important location used by the Scout Regiment to protect themselves from Titans during scouting missions. So
I forgot they're outside the walls, aren't they? No, they're inside the wall.
They're inside the wall.
Yeah,
technically.
That's what I meant. What walls are they in between? They're behind.
They're in
Walmaria. Yeah, they're riding around because they can't open the gate to Shiganshina. So they're between
Rose and Maria.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay, yes, I think so.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't have any in the walls.
No fun facts either, because it's not fun.
Yeah, these next few episodes are just less.
It's just not fun. I do have a fun fact in the next episode.
Bizarre.
I know, it's crazy.
Bizarre.
So this is your Netflix summary for episode 19, Bite, the 57th Exterior Scouting Mission Part 3. As the female Titan continues to slaughter members of the Scout Regiment, Aaron faces a difficult decision: trust his teammates or act out on his own. That's it.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
No.
Not bad. Here we go. Okay, let's go. So it was an acoustic round in Levi's gun. There was no smoke. It just really let out a really, really loud noise.
So he's that annoying guy at the party that brings an acoustic guitar. When everyone else,
or he's that person at the football game that has the air horn and just launches it for no reason. And you're like, stop.
And you're just like, bro.
He's that person at Alamo Draft House that has the cap gun and keeps clicking it because they're out of caps, and you're like, I will kill you. I've taken away so many people's cap guns.
And very particularly, I hate Buckaroo Banzai, and that's all I'm thinking.
Well, don't worry, we don't do cap guns. Ever since I got in charge, I was like, we one, bad taste. Two,
yes.
No, y'all are not adults.
Yeah, no.
Not that and confetti poppers. You don't get them. I'm in charge of confetti cannon. Y'all don't get to chew your poppers.
No.
Because I can control when confetti cannon happens.
This
Um,
is a fact.
this is the story of a girl.
Robot.
So Levi's squad mission isn't to attack the female Titan, it's just to keep Eren alive no matter the cost. They're not there just to police Eren. It's a secret plan all along. It was Agatha all along. Eren says that everyone's going to die unless they turn around and do something. And the rest of Levi's squad's telling Eren, no, turn around and face front and do what Levi told you to do. Do I agree with that? I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah. Conflicting. Adred says, ask not the reason why, ask what to do and die, which is like one of their mottos for obeying. And
just kind of effed. Just saying.
I mean, if you've ever heard military people yell their like chants, it's pretty accurate.
It's a little effed, and it's not wrong.
Yeah. So he says he'd understand what that means if he wasn't a greenhorn. Eren starts thinking about that he's a squad all to himself if he could be a Titan, and that he is about to bite his hand, and then Petra goes, no, Eren, don't. And she says that he's only allowed to assume Titan form when his life is in extreme peril. Levi then chimes in and says, I won't blame you if you do it. I won't blame you if you do it. He says, you're not inherently evil. Just remember that. Just because you can turn into a monster doesn't mean you're a monster. He's like, trust your conscience. You have one, trust your conscience. Whatever you want to do it. And Levi says, you can trust yourself or you can trust those who are willing to put your life on the line for you, like their life on the line for you. Levi says there's no guarantee on what the right answer is or if either way is going to work. And he doesn't know which way is better. He just like really bluntly is like, I don't know. I have to figure it out. I go through this choice all the time and I still can't tell you what's the right way to do it. But if you make a decision and your regrets are at a minimum, then it's good for you. That's a good decision. There's no clear black or white answer. That's a really long conversation they had like in the midst of death right now. But
yeah. That's a thing that just happens in Attack on Titan all the time, though.
Yeah, you're like, so here's this 2-minute long conversation.
And weirdly, so Levi is saying that he's not evil because he can turn into a monster. But literally, I wrote down a quote for Levi. I don't remember what point of the episode this is from, but it's like my first note. And it says, he's a real monster. Not because of his Titan ability. No matter how hard he's restrained, no matter what cage he's put inside, no one can ever tame him. So he literally just called Eren a monster. But he told him he's not a monster.
When did he say that?
I don't remember. But it had to have happened.
Did he maybe say that in the court?
Oh. I don't know.
Maybe it's really a flashback of the court? Because we have a few of those. I don't really write them down anymore.
But it was a cool quote. But yeah, I honestly don't know, but that was a weird contradictory thing. And all I see after that, my next note is Petra, I love. So that's it.
Yeah, so there's no clear black or white answer, and they're not quite sure what to do, and Eren's kind of looking at him like, what? And Petra just like butts in and goes, don't do it, trust us. Don't do it, trust us. Haven't we proved enough to you that you should trust us? So then they have a flashback of Levi saying they can stop Eren without killing him. That when they cut him from the nape, they'll cut his arms and legs off because they'll grow back lizard style. Man, I love Matt Mercer's deliveries on some lines because then he looks at him and goes, creepy little bastard. And I just really love Matt Mercer. I've started watching Critical Role because I just watched all of Legend of Vox Machina and it's just a beautiful moment. Hanji and the team were doing experiments with Eren and have him in a well because that'll contain him if he turns Titan. It'll basically be like a little funnel for him. And this is a flashback. And so Eren is biting his hand and biting his hand and biting his hand and nothing's working and he can't go Titan.
So sad to me. Like when they go back and he's just
look
like
in the
bleeding.
Well, and he's just bloody everywhere, all over his face and hands because he's bit everywhere he could. He's
just
trying to
so
do
hard and it's so sad.
He's got Titan block. So Eren's bit all over his hands, but he can't do it and his wounds aren't really healing. And so Levi tells him he needs to pull it together because all their plans go up in smoke if he can't go Titan. So Aaron's hands hurt when he's reaching down for his spoon. I completely forgot about this. When he's reaching down for his spoon, and then all of a sudden, when he's like, oh, my hands hurt, and he's like, he dropped his spoon on the ground, and he goes to pick it up because they're all eating lunch. They're all sitting at the picnic table next to him. You can see the electricity from like the Titan Thunderbolt thing. It's not a lot, but it's a little. And then you see Aaron's face kind of be like, oh crap. And Aaron partially turns Titan, kind of like how he did with the cannonball. It's just like a chest and a hand, arm and hand. And Aaron thinks Levi is telling him to calm down. He's like, I'm trying, I'm sorry. But then he looks up and Levi's not talking to Aaron. He's in between Aaron and all the rest of the scouts and telling them to calm down because they all have their blades drawn at Aaron and are yelling at him.
So frustrating. It was so frustrating to watch because they're just like, prove you're good, prove you're a human. I'm like, he's a frightened 15-year-old. He can't just like whip out a reason from nowhere.
And
like,
they explain that later. And I think it's really great how they explain it later. But
it's so sad.
But that moment where he thinks Levi's telling him to calm down, he's like, I'm sorry, I'm trying. And then he looks up and realizes Levi's telling everyone else to calm down. I don't know. That emotional like whiplash right there just really got me.
Yeah, me too, man.
They did that really well.
Yeah.
And so the situation, he's saying the situation's complicated. Everyone needs to calm down. Aaron's giant hand is holding his tiny little spoon.
I put that down too. I was like, such a big hand, such a small spoon.
Just and it's like burning hot to the touch because Hanji comes out of the forest like, Aaron, I heard, and is so excited, and then runs to go touch the Titan hand, which doesn't have skin, and it just like burns the ever loving crap out of her. And she's like, dear Lord, and that poor scout next to her is like, stop. A stressed out scout. He's always just like the running gag there. Levi explains the team isn't. They're sitting on the stairs later in the headquarters, and Aaron's looking really like distraught, and Levi's having this like he's kind of like a dad. He is a dad to Aaron and the new little cadet babies. He's a dad to most people, the scouts, I think. And so he explains to them that the team's not heartless. They aren't mindless machines. They've seen the worst of things. He says they don't get them wrong. They just know that they were all conflicted when they drew their blades at you. And I thought it was a really great way of putting it. So Hanji explains that each time Aaron has changed form before, he has had a clear objective in his mind. Self-harm might not be the only way to change. So like his other objective was to move a stone or to save Armin and Mikasa and to destroy all the other Titans when he got eaten. Like he always had a clear objective and was like crazy passionate about something. The rest of the Levi squad realizes that Aaron didn't do this on purpose, and they all, in like a very emotional way to show camaraderie and ask for forgiveness, they all chomp down on their hand like Aaron does. And they're like, oh man, that really hurts. And they all have like little scars from where they've bit on their hand. And they say, you know, they made a judgment call today and it was wrong. And this is their way of apologizing. They said sometimes they have to make really quick spur of the moment decisions and that they were really scared, but they're doomed if they can't all trust each other. So please take this as a sign that we won't do that mistake again. And I cried.
They're Levi Squad.
I love Levi Squad.
Levi Squad is dope.
Top tier squad. Right
honestly,
there.
Just in the they're so good. It's painful. It was painful to watch this, and
it's a really great moment. And so, flashback now to where we are in the forest. Petra's telling Aaron to trust them, and he looks down and can see the bite mark scar on her hand. And he's like, you're right. We'll never get through this if we can't trust each other. So Aaron says he trusts them, and he's with them, and he turns and keeps riding forward. All of a sudden, they get to a part in the forest where Erwin and his squad have been hiding the whole time and shoot the female Titan with tons of cannon fire. Levi says he has to break away for a while and zips off. They tie their horses up further ahead, and Levi zips up to where Irvin is to talk to him about the plan that
They
they've
had a
kept
husband
secret.
meeting. That's what I like to call them.
Mm-hmm.
Husband meetings.
Mm-hmm. So they look. Ooh, and they actually shot the female Titan with tons of like grappling hook things, like spears, shot all into her body so that she can't move.
That's dope.
Yeah. And so they're going to try and take her alive and cut out the person in the nape of her neck because they all think that it's a person controlled Titan.
Do you see how well they have expressed that Irvin is a genius without telling you he is a genius?
He's a mysterious, aloof man that has proved how great he is and genius without saying, that man's a genius.
Do you see how much
the only time they have said Irvin is a genius, it's not in this episode, it's like 3 episodes later.
After they proved it.
Hanji says something and she goes, Irvin, you genius! But in a very Hanji way. Not like I'm doing this to like tell you something.
It's annoying that it proves the point.
So we look into the female Titan's eyes and she looks scared.
As she should. Her eyes are doing that thing where they shake.
Yeah, I was like gonna try and do it, and
I was trying to do it too.
It doesn't work that well.
No.
So credits roll, and we see as the regiment tries to reveal the female Titan's true identity, they find a nasty shock waiting for them. And then my other little comment is they look like they've skewered her eyes. They have. It's pretty gross. And that is that episode.
I have no voice actors, turns out. It's we know everyone.
We know pretty much everyone until like 3 episodes from now.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna have another 50 people to introduce you to. But
we do meet a lot of new people at once.
I know, it's annoying. I'm so not excited about it. Oof. Anyway, the mid screens for this episode are about signal flares. So these small firearms use gunpowder to fire signal flares. Detachable barrels with signal flares inside are swapped out for every single shot. Messages are conveyed by using different colors. So red is Titan spotted, green formation should proceed, and black is abnormal spotted. And I have one fun fact. In the anime, this doesn't happen in the manga, but in the anime when Hanji starts explaining, and this is weird, on the wiki, whenever they talk about Hanji, they use they them pronouns. And it's only for Hanji. So go Hanji.
Said anything in there. Yeah.
So I will also be using they them pronouns to, I don't know, be nice. I am not sure. In the anime when Hanji's
not canon. It is.
It's not? Okay. I wasn't. It was weird. So I guess I will say she. When Hanji starts explaining her observation, she is wearing normal glasses, but when they look at the team spoon, she's back into goggles. So I don't know why they did it that way, but they did. The end.
Sorry, I'm looking at this thing that talks about. You
still reading about Hanji's preferred pronouns?
And he won't correct anyone, but he's like, I wrote it how I wrote it. But I'm not going to tell anyone to like discourage them or anything.
Huh.
So.
Okay.
He just says he doesn't want Cope because people are arguing that Hanji's a man.
The fuck? Oh, sorry. Sorry, everybody. It's just really out of the blue.
They're arguing that Hanji is a man, and then people are like, no, Hanji's a girl, and he's not allowed. Isayama has confirmed that we're not allowed to confirm the gender now. We need to avoid. So because of that, they're just using that pronoun because they won't confirm the gender, which is weird. I
didn't realize that Hanji's gender was up for debate.
I didn't either.
I guess I will refer to Hanji as they them. I don't know. Everyone be happy. Yeah, your headcanons are valid. I don't know.
You know what? You do you. That's what we're gonna say.
They're gonna be. That's the thing. Anyway, Hanji's great. We love Hanji.
Yes, we do.
whatever way Hanji wants to be.
Whatever way you want to perceive Hanji.
Yeah.
Do
we
it to
love
it.
that for you, too.
It's like a song. We're not going to tell you what it means. What does it mean to you?
We're just going to make up new lyrics and
and sing it on this show.
and sing it on the show. And it's going to be great.
Do you want to hear the titles of next week's episode? Because the next title of next week's episode should make you very happy.
Sure, man.
Season 1, episode 20 is called Irvin Smith.
It does make me
The
very
57th
happy.
Exterior Scouting Mission, Part 4.
Everything about Irvin Smith makes me so happy.
And then episode 21 is called Crushing Blow. The 57th Exterior Scouting Mission, Part 5. And then episode 22 is called The Defeated. The 57th Exterior Scouting Mission, Part 6. And then we'll have our final episode, which is episode 23, Smile. Assault on Stois, Part 1. And then episode 24, Mercy. Assault on Stois, Part 2. And then episode 25, Wall. Assault on Stois, Part 3. I hate when they just do those one word titles. Smile. Mercy.
Wall. The wall is what gets me. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Anyway, that's the show.
Isn't it? Isn't it? That's the show. Isn't it? That's the show.
We love anime.
And we need sleep. And we love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.